My name is Mighty Beard, and we are back here once again on the Unorthoblocks server emanating from the Mushroom Island here at the Dinner Bone Zone, and today we finish the gold farm. All right, so yeah, as you can see, we made a lot of progress. Pretty much everything has been built. We have no distractions stopping us this time around. And yeah, pretty much the exterior shell is all complete. We started to bring up the grass and the walls around, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this. And over here at the dwellings, yeah, we started to mark out where a road can go. So I'm thinking put a little plants, some bushes here to kind of block some of the privacy. And yeah, overall, this whole area is feeling really nice. And so obviously, as you're walking through, like obviously we're going to have our sundial monument there. And I think we can probably make a bit of a park in this entire area, including over there, potentially. Here, because this goes all the way up to the surface, I'm thinking we turn this into a bit of a fountain type area. And yeah, we had originally talked about building some kind of boardwalk over here, and I don't know if I want like wood planks on the ground or what yet, but yeah, obviously we have a lot of room to play with. And then over here, as far as an entrance goes, we do have the potential right now to build a structure that will maybe house like an elevator of some sort to get inside here. And then obviously in here we've got plenty of stuff to clean up. We still have to figure out what kind of walkway we want like we want here, right there, this scaffolding is going to be where the turtle egg goes. But yeah, we have to get this part of it set up. We also have to figure out where the drop chamber is going to be and how that filters into the entire system, as far as collection goes. And then, yeah, this is the back wall right now, which is not pretty. But I'm thinking for maybe a lower level, we just do some terracotta, but then up high, we do we do some kind of glass. So maybe just clear glass, maybe maybe some tinted glass, just to bring that color through. Because once you get up here. And over here, I guess as well. It's just going to be the portal, coloring. So how we can, show that, but not make it overwhelming, I think is going to be the challenge. And then obviously, as you probably saw in the replay itself, we've got plenty of spawning happening on these rails, and it's pretty much wherever we exit out of the mushroom biome into the cold ocean. Now, I could definitely lay down carpet, which isn't necessarily a bad idea. Because we'll probably have to do that over here as well, unless we want to light this somehow. But the portals should light this enough. I think a portal light level is 11, so 11, 10, 9, 8. So we should have 8 all the way up to this to this ring. So I think that's going to be enough, but we're going to have to play it by ear. And then down here, I'm also toying with the idea of putting this yellow terracotta in the background here, but it's almost too muted, right? It's almost like too far away that you can't really get that color. So we might trade that out with wool, and I only put it in this block. We've got to basically take that all the way around this bottom portion. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is a huge building. This is a huge building, but I really, really enjoy how this feels. How this feels not only here, but looking at the overall landscape of this island. And so if we walk, I mean, you can just barely make it out of there. This dinner bone zone sign. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. I hate to tear it down, but we almost have to. It's just maybe a little bit too large. But as I've been building and working around this area and looking at this sign, while I hate the idea behind it, because we got pranked, right? I do like the idea of having signage here in the city. It would make sense having a billboard with this type of thing. So maybe we'll move it. Maybe we'll just move it. Maybe size it down a smidge and put that somewhere in a billboard or hanging off the side of a building, maybe on top of a building. I don't know. I think we could do something cool with this. Just maybe not that specific location. But yeah, every major city has like districts, right? You've got a warehouse district, you've got a commercial district, you've got your historical district, or your insert name that only applies to this specific city district, right? So we could have a dinner bone district, right? We just have to figure out where that really fits. I know the premise of what Lady Bex was doing was tying into the idea of we got the skeleton spawner here, so that's where the bones come from. So maybe we do kind of shift it, and this is the dinner bone district, or maybe we put that somewhere else. It's lore, right? You have to figure out what the lore of the city you're building, and where everything fits into place. But that's a conversation for another day, maybe. So anyways, back to the gold farm. Let's go ahead, clean up the interior, set this up so that we are prepared to turn on the portals, and we need to set up the collection system. So all of this is attached to one another. Okay, so here is the interior design that I went with. This is our overall platform. We still have to get an entrance. I still don't know what to do with it. But we've got a little central location that we can go ahead and place the egg here. We've got a drop chute that drops into hoppers. And yeah, we've got the fencing in just to make sure that they can't get out once they come in. The only way to get out is over here, and we've got quite a few of these trap doors to basically force them to go underneath. And then once we get underneath, we've got it set up so that it gets shot into this system, right? So we've got our normal setup. All these hoppers lead to a dispenser that's right there, or a dropper, and that pushes the items out. By the way, I got a comment on a recent video about the sewer system that we created in the Halloween district, and I really wanted to see if we could make use of that kind of design over here for our sewer systems, as well as all the transportation tunnels. And we can sort of do that. See, if we just have stairs along the side, the items kept getting stuck here. So instead we did have to kind of set up some walls. But for the most part, we can use this type of system all the way down. And yeah, it feeds into this water elevator. And that water elevator brings all of our items into this little tunnel that we've got here. So basically it spits up here. The items will flow and land into this hopper, which then gets picked up into our shooter, our whatever you want to call this. This basically takes it up and puts it into the sorting system. And again, just for reference, that is what this tube here is connected to. So yeah, everything gets shot into this system so that it can go around. It can go around and get picked up. So we will need to set up some chests. I think we're going to need at least 3 different chests. One for flesh, one for gold nuggets, one for gold bars, and actually swords as well. Which means we're probably going to have to change some things up here. We will need 41 items of each, though, so I think we can collect a few and test this out before we fully, start introducing this into the sorting system. But over here, I decided to opt just for one layer of glass. So basically, they're only 2 high, so they only really need that 2 high piece, and then we can leave the rest of this open. At least for now, at least to test this out and make sure this works. Which I guess we should find out. So let's go ahead. Let's set up a temporary storage system for all the items. We'll get the egg in place, and then we'll turn all of these stuff on. Let's do it. All right, egg is in hand. I guess we just put it down. That should be fine, right? That looks right, I think. I think that looks right. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and turn one of these on. Let's go ahead and do this one. And we'll say goodbye to our iron golem friend. Oh, you know what? Hold up. Okay, had to bring it in a block, but here we go. Got a few already. Okay, very good. Iron Golem taking care of some people for us. Oh no. Uh-oh, where's this gonna take me? I have no idea. Dang it. All right, Pigman started moving over there, but then stopped. Let's go ahead and turn these all on and get out of here, maybe. Okay. Uh-oh. Was starting to. Made it this far, but then stopped. Why? Why aren't you going for the egg? Is the Does the egg need to be higher? Oh, okay. All right, they're falling now. I removed the top, and maybe that was enough. But we probably should maybe. Jeez. Look at this thing. Holy cow. There's so many. There's so many of them. And they're all dying. We've got 2 cats down there too. Perfect. Let's light up these other guys then. Okay, this is absurd. I mean, I had this in a creative world, but I don't feel like it worked this well where there was so many at a time. But it's definitely in spans where it's like, you know, for a good like 10, 15 seconds, it's like constant, and then it pauses, and then another 10, 15 seconds, they just kind of all come in. This is great. This is going to be a nice little farm. Yeah, it's going to be a nice little farm. So far, I mean, 2 minutes ish. We've had them all going already. 37 nuggets. That's great. This is gonna be a great little system. So yeah, overall, I feel like we did something pretty cool here. This is the strangest project I think I've ever built. I've never built something like this massive, these many nether portals, but it seems to be effective so far. The only thing that we have to figure out is what we're going to do for the roof. And then obviously we're still going to need an entrance of some point. But that's going to be a conversation for another time. And then we're also going to need access to get from one side to the other so that we can avoid putting anything on top of here, but still being able to walk around. Because I've already lost 1 egg by falling on top of it accidentally. So lesson learned. But that's where we're gonna leave it. My name's the Mighty Beard. One project. We worked on one project, and we did it. We completed it. I'm feeling good, and now we've got a source for gold. Next up, we build that nether rail system. Can't wait. Later.